Happening now, New York State has legalized recreational marijuana, plus the latest on an overnight stabbing here in Chautauqua County.
Well, it's been a wet go out there through much of the morning and early this afternoon. Temperatures on the downhill, then we get some snow for April Fool's Day. We'll tell you about it next as the news at noon starts right now.
Live and on demand, this is WNY News Now.
And thanks for joining us for WNY News Now. I'm Justin Gould. Just into our newsroom, New York State Governor Andrew Cuomo has signed legislation legalizing recreational marijuana in New York State. He says the act fulfills a key component of his 2021 State of the State agenda. Known as the Marijuana Regulation and Taxation Act, the bill now allows marijuana sales to people 21 and older. Tax collections from the adult use cannabis program are projected to reach $350 million annually. Additionally, there is the potential for this new industry to create around 30,000 to 60,000 new jobs across the state. The Senate voted 40 to 23 in favor, and the Assembly approved it 100 to 49 last night.
Are there any other votes? Announce the results.
Ayes 100, noes 49.
The bill is passed.
Now, local state Senator George Borrello was among lawmakers voting against the measure. Borrello saying the bill as it stands does not go far enough to crack down on an increase in impaired driving caused by legalization. He also says the bill does not include direct funding for police training to detect those who might be driving high. That's something he has advocated for all along. Well, a youth was arrested following a stabbing in Dunkirk. City of Dunkirk police tell us the stabbing happened around 9:30 p.m. on the 300 block of Central Avenue last night. The victim was treated by Dunkirk Fire Rescue and All-Star EMS at the scene. Police say the victim was later transported to UPMC Hammett Medical Center in Erie, Pennsylvania via Stat Medevac. The suspect, who was not identified but police say is under the age of 18, is charged with first-degree assault. Police ask anyone with information in the case to call the Dunkirk Police Department at 716-366-2266. Well, today, President Joe Biden will unveil the next chapter of his efforts to transform the U.S. economy. First, it was his COVID-19 relief bill, and now he's focused on infrastructure. Britt Conway has a closer look at how he plans to pay for this massive plan.
Road work could be coming to a city near you, among other things. That's President Joe Biden's goal, at least. And today he'll lay out the first part of his $3 to $4 trillion infrastructure plan to rebuild the nation's roads, bridges, water systems, and technology, with climate-related measures as well. It invests in manufacturing, research and development, and the caregiving economy, too. Democrats say it's all part of a bigger picture.
It's going to create millions of jobs across the country, right? This is the time for us to rebuild crumbling infrastructure that's been in place for the last 100 years.
But getting Republicans on board won't be easy.
Let's do an infrastructure bill. Let's don't turn it into a massive effort to raise taxes on businesses and individuals.
There will be some tax increases, but they're saying
if you're making less than $400,000 a year, this proposal will not involve a tax increase for you.
And they say there will be no gas tax and no tax on how many miles you drive. The plan will largely be financed by increasing the business tax and signing on to an effort establishing a global minimum tax for corporations, plus no more federal subsidies for fossil fuel firms. And multinational corporations will have to pay the U.S. tax rate. A senior official says the White House wants to see considerable progress on the bill by Memorial Day. I'm Britt Conway reporting.
Britt, thank you. The second part of the plan is aimed at child care, paid family leave, health care, and education infrastructure. Biden is expected to release that part of the plan in the coming weeks. Well, speaking of infrastructure, a bridge on Route 430 here in Chautauqua County is being replaced. The project, which is managed by the New York State Department of Transportation, is expected to enhance safety and ease travel for motorists along what many consider a key connector here in the county. The East Lake Road Bridge on Route 430 is frequently used by folks traveling between Jamestown and Mayville. It also provides access to Interstate 86. The original structure was built back in 1937. In this $2 million project, a new steel single-span bridge will take its place. The DOT hopes that structure will last at least 75 years. A detour will be posted along Bayview and Springbrook roads for passenger vehicles, and a separate one along I-86 and Route 394 will be in place for trucks. The DOT expects construction to be finished by the end of the year. Well, we thank you for joining us for WNY News Now as we get a check of some local news headlines this afternoon. Let us know what you think about these stories and more down in the comments below. We absolutely love to hear from you. And it's great to see Debbie. Good to see Dave. Good afternoon to you. Hopefully you're doing well. Thanks so much for chiming in. Good to see David, Gary, Terry, and Jessica as well. Hopefully you all are having a good day and staying dry out there because we might be dodging some raindrops this afternoon. Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter joining us now with a first look at that weather forecast. Hey, Dakota.
Hey, Justin, and happy Wednesday, everybody. Last day of March. Can you believe this? And yeah, it was a wet go out there this morning. 52 right now in Salamanca, and you can see some of the evidence of the rain that was falling. High temperatures have already occurred today, so yeah, temperatures are going to be sliding down, especially through the 50s and through the 40s as we go through the afternoon. There's that rain that kind of came through this morning. It's kind of moved off to the east now, but we are going to see a little bit more rain showers through the afternoon, and that will change over to some white stuff as we go overnight and into tomorrow. That is not an April Fool's joke. We wish we were kidding you, but we're not. 68 was the high yesterday. We had forecast 68, so we hit that on the nose. 52 is where we officially started the day. The high for today was 58, and that is actually slid. That was early in the morning. 82 and 5 are the records for today set at the airport. So through the afternoon today, temperatures are going the opposite direction. Tom Petty, what's wrong with you? Scattered out and off showers, tapers off, bit of a breeze, 54 to 58. That was the high temperatures. We're going to slide to 40 to 45 by the end of the day. Now, we'll talk about the snow chance that comes up tomorrow, plus who is going to need the shovels. We'll talk about it with that 42 degrees and sunny 7-day later in the show, Justin.
All right, can I opt out of that? I don't want to shovel anything.
Well,
is there a sign-up sheet or something? Because I don't want to be part of that.
Well, I guess you'll find out. Stay tuned.
All right, Dakota. It doesn't work that way. I wish it did, though, right? Thank you.
We'll just build a dome over your house.
Right, yeah, exactly. Just keep the snow somewhere else. Thank you. Well, an $86 million capital improvement project for Jamestown Public Schools has been approved by the district's Board of Education. The board voted on this 5-year project during their meeting last night. The district is reimbursed for 98% of the costs, with the school's savings account covering the remaining 2%. There would be no local tax increase as a result. The project will start with 5 schools: Jamestown High School, Purcell Middle, Fletcher Elementary, Ring Elementary, the Bus Garage, Tech Academy, and include some district-wide IT updates. Superintendent Dr. Kevin Whitaker says that plan would modernize instructional spaces and improve safety and security. He says just like at home, the district must keep up with continued maintenance like replacing roofs and updating heating and cooling systems. A public hearing on this project will take place on Tuesday, May 11th at 6 o'clock in the Purcell Middle School auditorium. The community is scheduled to vote on the proposal the following week on Tuesday, May 18th from 12 to 9 at Lincoln Elementary School, Jefferson Middle School, and Washington Middle School. Well, the Jamestown City Council approved an agreement with the police union to settle contract disputes from 2018 through 2020. The Kendall Club Police Benevolent Association approved that contract last week. Jamestown Mayor Eddie Sundquist saying that new contract includes retroactive 2% raises for police officers for at least 3 years, as well as an increased contribution to the city's health insurance plan by union members. That's starting in 2021. Sundquist discussed the agreement during the Monday meeting. The mayor saying the deal came after more than a year of talks.
Myself and my team, along with the Kendall Club, the police union, have worked very hard over the last year and almost 4 months now to try to resolve the back contract negotiations since coming into office. I am proud to say that we have worked out an agreement covering the years 2018, 2019, and 2020, which will bring us up till 2021.
Now, the years 2016 and 17 were previously settled through arbitration and court hearings. Next, hear what we know about a northern Chautauqua County crash that sent an 11-year-old to the hospital. And later, the program that aims to help clean up Jamestown this spring. Stay with us on this wet and will eventually be cooler Wednesday afternoon.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
Honest John's has what you're looking for. When you want it good, we're gonna give you lots more.
From freshly made subs to the best of pizza and wings, Honest John's has what you're looking for. And now 2 great locations, East 2nd Street and Fairmount Avenue. Order takeout or delivery today, online at honestjohns.pizza.
You're gonna get it good at Honest John's.
There's an old saying, there's no news in the newsroom. Well, it's true. The time I spend at the anchor desk is just part of my day. Most of our time is spent gathering stories in the community, stories that matter to you. We can't do it alone, and we need your help. When you see breaking news or have a news tip we should know about, drop us a line on Facebook today, email our news desk, or call our newsroom at 488-7226 so we can bring those stories straight back to you.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvanna Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
And welcome back to WNY News Now. A 25-year-old woman is charged with DWI following a crash that injured 2 people, including an 11-year-old in Chautauqua County last night. New York State Police say Victoria Bardberry caused a single vehicle crash on Old Mill Road in the village of Brockton just after 7 o'clock. Troopers investigating that scene allege Broadberry exhibited obvious signs of impairment. After speaking with the woman, police say she admitted to drinking and driving. Broadberry, along with 2 others, were hospitalized, including the 11-year-old child, who was taken via Mercy flight to a regional hospital. Police say the woman is charged with driving while intoxicated, endangering the welfare of a child, and 2 counts of second-degree vehicular assault, among other vehicle and traffic violations. Well, Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine has proved to be efficient in adolescents. The pharmaceutical company announcing today their clinical trial results showing 100% effective in younger children ages 12 to 15. Results also found the age group tolerated the doses well. Researchers say there were no COVID cases among more than 1,000 participants who were given the vaccine. The data has yet to be peer-reviewed, though. Pfizer is planning to submit its results to the Food and Drug Administration as soon as possible to expand the emergency use authorization. The COVID-19 vaccine is currently authorized in the U.S. for people ages 16 and older. Well, the war against COVID-19 is far from over. That's the message from the White House following a rise in cases across the country this week. As Mandy Gaither reports, the latest numbers have a top U.S. health official sending out a new warning.
And I'm going to reflect on the recurring feeling I have of impending doom.
An emotional warning from the director of the CDC after the latest numbers show a steady rise in COVID-19 cases across the country.
So much promise and potential of where we are, and so much reason for hope. But right now, I'm scared.
Airline travel hit the highest point of the pandemic on Sunday. TSA says it screened more than 1.5 million people at airports. Air travel figures continue to ride high during this spring break period, even as health experts fret over rising coronavirus infection rates in some states. More than 9.5 million people have flown in the last week. American Airlines says ticket sales are currently at about 90% of pre-pandemic levels, and it will soon pull most of its idle aircraft out of storage. With more travel, Dr. Rochelle Walensky says she's worried about a fourth surge in cases and vowed to encourage governors directly to buckle down on reopening their states too quickly. With vaccinations, she says we have the power to end the pandemic.
I'm asking you to just hold on a little longer, to get vaccinated when you can, so that all of those people that we all love will still be here when this pandemic ends.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Mandy, thank you. Dr. Walensky says even with the 3 vaccines that are authorized for use in the U.S. now, the fight against COVID-19 will be slower if there's another surge. Well, the Biden's rescue dog, Major, has been involved in yet another biting incident, this time the second one. It happened on the White House lawn Monday afternoon. 2 people with knowledge of it say it involved a National Park Service employee and it required medical attention from the White House medical unit. The Major is a 3-year-old German Shepherd the Bidens adopted in 2018. The first biting incident happened last month and was described as a nip, as Major was getting acclimated to his new surroundings. Well, the White House says out of abundance of caution, Major was sent to the Bidens' Delaware home where he received training before he returned. Thanks for joining us for WNY News Now as we get a check of some stories this half hour. Hopefully Major can get more acclimated because it is scary for anybody to have a big change like that. And I'm sure the White House is a busy place, even with restrictions around COVID in place, and lots of people moving in and out, probably a lot different than what he experienced before. So hopefully they can get that worked out. Great to see Jim. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hopefully you are doing well. Great to see Willie, Diane, Butch, and Becky as well. Hopefully you all are having a good day. We appreciate you tuning in. Well, now let's get a full check of our weather forecast. Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter joining us live in the First Defense Weather Center. And Dakota, I know the last couple of days have really been beautiful for folks out there, but things are changing as we head
Yes,
over
it
the
was. And, you know, it's like what we wrote on the graphic. It is whiplash weather. Let's go in there and take a look at it. We're going to compare the high temperatures from Monday, where it was 41 degrees, to yesterday, where our high was 68. Our high for today was 58, but that occurred early in the morning. So that 58-degree high, most of you will not have seen it. We're going to be living in the 40s all day. So it is whiplash weather. Just all over the place. I mean, it is an absolute crazy week when it comes to weather. We're down to 42 degrees as a noon hour right now. Again, our high was 58. That occurred early in the morning. Most of you didn't see it. We were all sleeping when the high occurred. Northwest wind to 15. Have a little bit of fog out there. And the wind chill is down to 34 degrees. So yeah, I hope you didn't bundle those jackets away. So here's what's coming up for tomorrow. We told you how there was going to be some snow. It's not a joke. I'm sorry, I wish it was. But this is what's happening. Same thing we told you yesterday. Cold air wraps around a low pressure area that's going to track across the northeast coast. Wet snow showers are going to get going overnight tonight and then through the day tomorrow. We're looking at about a general 1 to 3 inches and then higher totals once you work further east and south. I'll show you those totals a little bit later on. But there is a winter weather advisory in place for Allegheny County. Does not include any part of the western, southern tier or northwestern Pennsylvania. This is where the Weather Service believes the highest amount amounts of snow totals are going to be further to the east and south. And I would agree with that, and you'll see it on the modeling here in just a minute. Not a whole lot showing up on the radar, especially out to the east, but we do have a few more rain showers starting to develop across the Lake Erie shoreline, and do expect a few more rain showers as we go through the afternoon. Big storm system with a cold front. You can actually pick out the front. The rain actually follows the front. Flooding issues down across the deep south once again, Alabama, Georgia, and even parts of Tennessee that was inundated with lots of rain over the past week. Got more rain, so all those polygons are flash flood warnings that are down there. But at least we don't have any flooding problems around here. But it is wet, and you're going to notice the colder temperatures. So Future Scan paints the rain showers through the afternoon. We actually will get into a bit of a break later, especially later this afternoon into tonight. Colder air wraps in. Then we get into some developing snow showers overnight tonight, and then that'll continue through the day tomorrow. And again, it will accumulate on April 1st. This is Mother Nature's April Fool's joke on everybody. But the good news is snow this time of the year doesn't last long. It falls in a couple of days. It's gone. So here's what we're expecting in terms of snowfall totals. A general 1 to 3. And obviously once you work further east and south, you're going to see the higher totals. So Olean may get close to 4 inches. But, you know, like I said, it doesn't last long. It falls, and then in a couple of days, it's out of here. So this is where we're going to end the day. Lower 40s for most of us. They're free falling, Tom Petty, probably one of my favorite Tom Petty songs. Next 7 days coming up right now, brought to you by 42 Degrees and Sunny, 30 tomorrow, and again 1 to 3 average. A cold day on Friday, but at least the sun will be out. A nice day Saturday, but there will be a chance for an afternoon shower. Easter looking great, and then by the time we head into next week, we're going back into the 60s and sunshine. We'll take a break. Be right back. Don't go away. First Defense Weather is sponsored by 42 Degrees and Sunny, smoking deals on smoking accessories. Learn more at 42degreesandsunny.com. That's 42degreesandsunny.com.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news. It's not just what we say, it's what we do.
Local first. It isn't just our slogan. It's our mindset every single day. So whether you're watching our daily live streams or staying up to date with reports on our website and mobile app, you'll always see the same attention to detail from reporters who passionately care about our community, who have one goal in mind: to always put the facts first.
For me, it's more than just getting the forecast right. What I love the most about my job is that I come into work every day to help break down the weather, letting people know how this is going to impact their day. We take pride that First Defense Weather is the only local weather team in the Southern Tier. We don't just copy and paste our weather from outside sources. Every part of our forecast is handmade right here in-house, something our team really takes pride in.
What matters to you matters to us. Every story, every day. WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor.
Testicular cancer is the leading form of cancer in men aged 15 to 35.
1 in 250 men will be diagnosed with testicular cancer.
But 98% will survive if detected early.
As a survivor, I believe early detection is the key. Learn how to do a testicular self-exam and other important facts about testicular cancer at oneball4tc.com.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
And welcome back to WNY News Now. Finally here today, a revamped neighborhood cleanup initiative kicks off next month here in the city of Jamestown. As WNY News Now's Claire Gold explains, the event, which was previously called Hands On Jamestown, has been rebranded as Hands On Neighborhoods, organizing small, local events to help residents make connections and share resources with their neighbors.
The program will be highlighted by 7 events between the months of April and October.
where efforts will be made to clean up target neighborhoods on one Saturday of each month. Coordinated by the Chautauqua County Land Bank, Executive Director Gina Paradis says that the long-term goal is to make the initiative a permanent program.
And we really want this to be more of a program rather than just an event or 7 events in this case. We really want the program to help empower community members to build a sense of community pride.
The first year, the program will be focused in Jamestown, but Paradis hopes to extend it to other areas in the county.
What we're trying to do is build a toolkit so that when other grassroots efforts evolve and want to do a cleanup program somewhere in the city, whether it's in a park or in their own neighborhood, we can actually provide them with a whole toolbox of kit of checklists and forms and templates, things that they can use to actually coordinate their own event.
Paradis wants to highlight collaboration between the city departments, the civic organizations, and the land bank, which helps people deal with problems in real estate caused by bankruptcy or foreclosure. She says vacant homes not only bring property value down, but oftentimes they become sites for illicit activity, leading to health and safety concerns.
We want to try to impact the neighborhoods that have those types of issues primarily and help the neighborhoods that are becoming a little transitional where, they're kind of at that tipping point. They might go the wrong way if you don't have an intervention.
The Hands-On Neighborhood program will discuss crime prevention techniques, with area law enforcement officers helping to provide strategies to make neighborhoods safer. The first Hands-On Neighborhood event will be held April 24th. Currently, Paradis is looking for volunteers as well as sponsors. Health protocols like mask wearing will also be followed at the events. Claire Galt, WNY News Now.
Claire, thank you. More information is posted online now at chqlandbank.org/hands-on. Certainly a great program to get involved with, and I know Hands-On Jamestown really had a lot of big success with getting people to come out and, they do things like cleaning up the streets and putting trash in its place, but some residents I know in years past have even improved local parks. I know Dakota, the AIDS Memorial Park, which is right next to us, our good friend down the street came up and actually painted a lot of that park and really did a lot of great work, and now it has beyond structural issues than unfortunately paint can provide, but a lot of great people working together. So it'll be interesting to kind of see where they take this program and if it can go a little bit broader than just say, okay, here's the cleanup day, but more of a lifestyle where you're looking out for your neighbors. And a lot of times those dirty condemned properties, they really do cause a lot of problems. And as a neighborhood, maybe people can do a little more with the help of the local governments to clean that up. So.
Yeah, because we've had on the street where I live, there's a vacant house about 2 houses down. It's not condemned, but it's just empty. No one's been living in it, and no one's lived in it since the whole time since the whole time we lived here.
Right.
And we've seen people ended up breaking in there and ended up sleeping in there, and we've seen people throw their garbage in there, and it's
real
just like
nasty.
It's like no.
Yeah, no, and there is only so much, obviously, people can do if it's a privately owned place, but a lot of times these properties do get to that point where it's beyond repair and beyond that, and the land bank does a good job of trying to, in some cases, the local government's got to bring those properties down or get them connected with somebody who can bring new life to it. So let us know what you think about this and more in the comments down below. Good to see Rita, good to see Scott, Samantha, Heather, and Josh as well. Hopefully you all are having a great day. We appreciate you tuning in. I know Josh was asking, is this live? No, we're recorded on 35 millimeter and we get played back. No,
you stole my joke. Gosh darn it. You see, actually, the Facebook itself is live.
Right.
But this show was recorded about 5 days ago.
Right.
So
we
we're
just
on
are
film.
really good at predicting the news. Yeah.
Should we just go to final weather?
Yeah, let's go to it.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to go to it. I don't want to talk about the snow. Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
but we have to. 24 to 29 tonight, around 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches by tomorrow morning. Much colder, and then the snow continues through the day tomorrow. I wish it was a joke, but it's not. Some of you out to the east may need your shovels.
Dakota, thank you, but no thank you. I know. You're just the messenger.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You know what? You do a great job with the forecast. You tell us what's happening and whether we like it or not. So.
I could lie to you.
Yeah, that's true. It could be 42 degrees and sunny all day.
Yeah, there you go. 42 degrees and sunny tomorrow. Enjoy it.
That's going to do it for us. Of course, news 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com. We are back tomorrow, April Fool's Day, live here at noon. Hope to see you then.